is up, you guys? I'm ImNotMagic here. Got some free-for-all on high rise, like a boss, using my intervention, like a boss. This is on my old ass account. This is an outscored account. If any of you guys were actually subbing me when I was using this account, then you guys are true homies, because that was a long ass time ago. But yeah, so I'm getting a little bit back into sniping. At least I played for, you know, almost 2 hours a few nights ago, just one session, and ended up getting like 5 or 6 gameplays out of it. So I was pretty pumped about that. I might even be going for a Daytage this weekend, maybe not. And also me and Mags have talked a little bit about doing a Wolfpack 2. For those of you who don't know, Wolfpack 1 was a dual-tage we did in free-for-all. I'll probably link that in the description somewhere so you guys can check it out if you really want to. But I was kind of down to do Wolfpack 2. This is all in the early stages of planning though, so I have no idea when it's coming out or who's going to edit it or anything like that. And I'll probably make a video separately about that. But just a little, I don't know, heads up, I guess. Just letting you guys know the happenings of my brain. But yeah, so as you can tell by the title that a bunch of you probably clicked on because it has weed in it. Yeah, I know I'm a view whore, right? This is going to be whether smoking weed is good or bad. Now, before I even get into it, I know there's going to be this in the comments, so I'll just answer it right now. I'm not going to tell my first time smoking weed story. Not going to happen. And in a few commentaries ago, actually a lot of commentaries ago, I mentioned that was because I didn't want to reflect badly on younger viewers. You know, I didn't want to be a bad role model, so to say. And that's a little bit of it. Like, that is true, but there's a much bigger, much personaler is not a word, but there's a much more personal story behind it that is the real reason that I'm not going to say it. And to maybe help you guys out a little bit, it's not that good of a story. It's actually pretty shitty. It's not anything you guys would expect it. For some reason, it got way overhyped. It's nothing spectacular. It's pretty much just the average time. So, sorry, I'm not going to tell it, but it's not. Like, I could get a bajillion views on that video, and it still wouldn't be worth posting because I'm a view whore, and I don't want billions. I don't even know where this is going. But yeah, so smoking weed, is it good or is it bad? Now, I don't really, I'm just going to get this out right now. I don't really care if you smoke weed or if you don't, but I don't want to hear about it if you do. I don't, the world could care less, right? And you know, I love how on 421, my Facebook feed is just filled with people who feel like the world needs to know about their awesome time smoking weed. Who actually cares? Show of hands, how many of you actually care? What? No? Someone in the back? Anyone? No? Oh, wait, no? No? Oh, none of you care. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and let Mark Zuckerberg know about that. But yeah, so that's the one thing I can't really handle is the people who consistently brag about smoking weed. This is when I actually say that smoking weed is just stupid, and the people who do it to brag about it just to be cool or whatever, that's honestly just the most retarded and stupid thing. And you can tell this is you if you ever talk about it in public around a bunch of people. Basically, I have a lot of friends that do this too. They just like, oh dude, we should go get high tonight or whatever. They don't actually say like that. I'm using my hippie voice. But it's so just obnoxious and just like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, no one cares. So those are the kind of people I hate, and nothing against you personally if this is you. I don't really enjoy people who do that, and obviously I have nothing against you like I just said, because you obviously don't do it around me because you know me through the internet. But yeah. But what I can handle is when people do it. Like, I have a friend who has a super messed up childhood. You know, he's been in and out of foster care. He's had abusive families, and he has a shit ton of anxiety. And you know, if he smokes weed to get rid of that, like, this dude has his grades on lock. Like, he has, I think he has like a 3.7 or something, and he's doing fine. He's healthy, and he's mature, and he understands the consequences, I guess you could say, of smoking weed. And he does it simply to get rid of his anxiety. Now, this is fine in a smaller sense, but in a larger sense, and this is actually something my 6th grade teacher told me, and I really didn't have, I really was just like, being in 6th grade, you really couldn't comprehend what he was actually trying to get across. But he said that basically smoking weed stunts your maturity process, in the sense that if you smoke weed to kind of get away from the real world when life gets tough, or you know, you get stressed out or you get anxious or whatever, then you're really not maturing from that situation. You're not learning from what goes on. So, you know, if something were to happen to you and you smoked weed to get away from it, then you're really not helping yourself for when it happens again. And most likely what you're going to do is smoke weed again. And that's when it becomes an addiction almost, is that people need it to get away from real life. Whereas if you were to just deal with it in the first place, you would actually in turn get more mature with it, and you would just sort of grow accustomed to it and be able to deal with it the next time it were to happen, or just prevent it from happening again. So that's kind of my stand on it. And I personally don't do it at all, just because, you know, I'm in and out of jobs, and jobs need drug testing. I play basketball, and basketballs require physicals, and I just don't feel like fucking my life up. So that's my opinion on it. Please feel free to leave your opinion. I realize that my opinion is not the popular one sometimes. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. That's about it. So I'm out. Peace.